So tomorrow, the United States reaches its federal debt limit, which is the maximum amount that the federal government is legally allowed to borrow. Long story short, Republicans in Congress refuse to extend the debt limit unless they get concessions on Obamacare or deficit reduction, and Democrats refuse to negotiate with Republicans because they feel like extending the debt limit should be a routine procedure. We Democrats believe that we must pay our old debt, and in order to pay all of our old debts, we must first take on a bunch of new debt. Of course, if this routine procedure isn't passed, then we default on our debts, we have economic turmoil, financial collapse, we have chimpanzees, fucking polar bears in the streets. Is this what you want, Congress? Republicans believe that if we keep going into debt, we eventually won't be able to pay our bills, and that'll destroy everything. So our solution is to stop paying our bills and subsequently destroy everything. On Tuesday, President Obama's press secretary, Carney, decided to hold a conference and answer questions directly on behalf of the administration regarding actions that they would take in the event of a default. Reporters asked a lot of questions, including a lot of specifics about what exactly the negative fallout would be if we breach the debt limit.
I'm not going to analyze, analyze it. That would not be something that I would brief on from here.
To be fair, it's a pretty difficult question. Reporters had a series of other really important questions, like what was the administration prepared to do? What steps would be taken to make sure that our creditors are paid off? What payments would they prioritize to make sure that we don't default?
Those are the kinds of questions that I think are best directed to the Treasury Department. For details about how that process works, I refer you to the Treasury Department. I would refer you to Treasury. I would refer you to the Treasury Department. I would refer you to Treasury. I would have to refer you to Treasury.
I have a question for Mr. Carney. What do you do exactly? Apparently there have been many Republicans coming out and saying that breaching the debt limit wasn't that big of a deal and that it didn't mean default. What did Carney have to say about that?
I mean, we've seen a lot of talk from debt limit deniers and default deniers. And they have been roundly shot down, that talk has been, by experts in the field.
Top headlines this morning. The former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers is weighing in. He says the U.S. will not default. Speaking at a conference in South Korea, Summers said he was certain that, quote, any dollar of interest will be paid and paid on time.
Okay, so who do we listen to? Our economically illiterate president or one of the chief architects of his economic policies? Or do we listen to the equally economically illiterate Republican congressman who started this entire debate to begin with? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hope to see you after the apocalypse. If any congressmen are watching, I want this burned into your brain.